My research has led me to believe that BitConnect is a scam and a Ponzi scheme, and that YouTubers like CryptoNick and Trevon James are trying to take your money. Look, guys, I know that right now in crypto, it's the wild goddamn west. We have hundreds of billions of dollars in the space, new coins popping up all the time. Everyone's trying to sell you something, and so far, a lot of them have really panned out. But that's not going to be the case. It's not going to be that every single project that comes along, every single currency that pops up, they all succeed. Some will fail, and some are going to fail pretty spectacularly. That also means that because there's so much money in the space, that there are bad people out there that are going to try and take your money, try and sell you a bill of goods. They're going to try and sell you on a dream that doesn't actually exist, just hoping that you'll buy in, or that many people will buy in, and then they can peace out before everything collapses. Well, that's what BitConnect looks like to me. And anytime you see someone pushing something like BitConnect at this recent BitConnect conference, you should probably be a little worried.
What's up, BitConnect? What? My wife still doesn't believe in me. No. That's a scam. Yeah. BitConnect. Wow!
For some of you guys out there, you might be asking yourself, what is a Ponzi scheme? And let's take this definition from Investopedia. A Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investing scam promising high rates of return with little risk to investors. The Ponzi scheme generates returns for older investors by acquiring new investors. This is similar to a pyramid scheme in that both are based on using investors' funds to pay the earlier backers. For both Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes, eventually there isn't enough money to go around and the schemes unravel. There are a lot of young people out there in cryptocurrency that might not be up to date with exactly what some of the famous Ponzi's are, so let's go ahead and go through the list. Bernie Madoff, Telex Free, MRI International, Scott Rothstein, KGTA, Bitcoin Savings and Trust, Zeke Rewards, Lou Pearlman, Montria Corp, and Charles Ponzi. That one I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce. The worst case and most likely case for what BitConnect is that it is in fact a Ponzi, and that the new people are being brought in just to pay the old people, and it'll eventually fall apart. Now, BitConnect advocates might argue that it's actually multi-level marketing, where there are people above that are bringing people below, and so it is a legitimate currency, but they're just using multi-level marketing. Well, here's the thing about multi-level marketing. It's very shady in its own right, and in fact, it's been shown that the vast majority of people in MLM or multi-level marketing schemes end up losing money. According to Wikipedia, between 990 and 999 out of every 1,000 participants in MLMs in fact lose money. Multi-level marketing is legal, but highly risky and almost always takes advantage of the people getting involved. It's okay for a company to offer discounts to affiliates, but once those affiliates are now offering a similar discount to their customers, who are then being promised to make money by offering discounts to their customers, and so on, then you start to enter into a pretty murky territory that's, again, at least as bad as multi-level marketing, but possibly even just a straight Ponzi. Now that we understand what Ponzi's and multi-level marketing are, let's take a look at BitConnect. What is BitConnect?
That's a scam.
This article is from my crypto news site, Coin Central. We're going to take a look and see exactly how BitConnect actually works. BitConnect's core offering is a piece of Bitcoin price volatility software that makes Bitcoin investment decisions on the behalf of the Bitcoin community. The basic idea behind BitConnect is everyone lends their funds to the BitConnect investment pool, and the software manages those funds, generating a guaranteed return using its volatility predictions. In exchange, the lenders usually receive daily interest on their investments. The daily interest rate for BitConnect investments varies between 0.25% and 5% daily, with BitConnect guaranteeing an average of 1% a day. Over time, if users reinvest the interest, this daily interest can add up to significant returns due to daily compounding. So basically what BitConnect's saying here is that they have a bot, okay? And the bot can make decisions trading on the market that make money when there's a lot of volatility in Bitcoin. But in order to make money with it, they need more money for the bot to make decisions so that they can make even more money. They're essentially saying that every time you give BitConnect $1, well, they can make a penny every day, and they're willing to give you most of that penny every day as long as they can keep some of the change. I am highly skeptical that this bot exists, And if it does exist, that's able to work on this scale, because as you start to make trades at bigger volume, you start to suffer from something called slippage, which means you start to drive the price down with your buys. Let's say, for example, there's a coin that's worth 100 million and you were going to buy $20 million of the coin. Well, it's going to be tough for you to get it at the current price, because by the time you've bought $1 million of it, or $1 million worth of it, the price has gone up. The next million, it goes up more, it goes up more, it goes up more. So let's just say that you were buying $20 million worth of it. Well, by the time you've spent your whole $20 million, the coin will actually be worth around 150, 200, 250 million or more. And so basically you're not going to get that price that you see it at. What that means is, generally speaking, in smaller markets, large moves are not nearly as efficient because you can't be as profitable per transaction. But yet what BitConnect is saying is that they actually have the exact same, at least, amount of profitability based on the amount of money sent to them. So if BitConnect had, let's just say, $50 million or $100 million or $500 million, that they could make just as much money off BitConnect than if they were making only the best trades. And I just find that extremely difficult to believe. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's got to be proof, right? There has to be something that shows that this exists and how it works. But there's not. In fact, David Hay, another crypto YouTuber, offered a $1,000 reward if anyone could prove that it actually exists. And to my knowledge, no one ever managed to take him up on it because there's no proof online anywhere. With 1% a day guaranteed returns compounded daily, over time, you'd be looking at a right around 3,700% annually return on your money. That is nuts. Nothing is going to guarantee you returns like that. It's simply not possible. As for the BitConnect token itself, you might be wondering, well, where is it traded? And the answer is only on BitConnect's site itself, which is another pretty big problem. Generally speaking, when people launch a currency or a token or a coin, they tend to have it be they're just in charge of creating it and making sure that it does well. They don't then also try and sell it themselves. So we have a real weird mixing here of being both the exchange and the currency itself. The next thing about Bitcoin you have to understand is its aggressive referral bonus. We're going to call it a referral bonus. Here we see a chart of the way the referral bonus works. One person brings in 3 more people and they get 5% of their money that they deposit onto BitConnect or that they invest into the trading bot. And then the yellow people, you get 3% of, so the next level down. And then the next level down, you get 2% of. This looks legit. You're bringing in new people underneath you in some kind of, I don't know, reverse funnel, if you will.
What?
I figured out what the shape is. Got this picture from BitConnect. It's a pyramid. So you can see level 1, 2, and 3 again with those same affiliate structure bonuses. That makes a lot of sense to me. Let's Google this really quick. If my investment is shaped like a pyramid, is it a pyramid scheme? This is where things start to get, fucking weird. I'm going to use that term because the weird thing about these loans is that you actually get paid out the returns in cash. This is directly from BitConnect's site, that after the completion of your lending contract, you get USD back to your lending wallet. Okay, let's get this straight. So you take your Bitcoin, you put them on the BitConnect exchange, which is basically the only place you can buy and sell their currency, BitConnect, the BitConnect token. And now if you lend your money, in order to lend, you have to lock it up for a certain period of time. You're going to get US dollars into your account every day. Okay, so some obvious problems with this. Like, for example, how are they getting the US dollars, right? Let's think about that trading bot. Let's think about the process that has to go through. You're depositing Bitcoin, and the bot is a Bitcoin volatility trading bot. Okay, well, doesn't it make Bitcoin then? It doesn't make US dollars. It's trading on the Bitcoin markets. So how is that US dollar balance ending up in your account? They would have to take the Bitcoin that they made and then sell it, which costs them a fee, to give you US dollars. Why would they take that extra fee? Why would they not just pay you back in the Bitcoin that you deposited? Because they're making Bitcoin. And the answer is that for some reason, they want to keep those Bitcoins that you deposited. And I'm not really able to say why they might want to keep your Bitcoins, but I think you guys might be able to figure it out. The other issue with these loans is that you only get your capital back after a set period of time. And the lower the amount is, the longer it takes to get back and the less that you get in return. So you actually get additional returns as you invest more money. So if you invested, $100 to $1,000, then you get your capital back after almost a year. And then, it goes down as the amount of money that you put in goes up. But again, they want to try and incentivize you to put more money onto the site. Generally speaking, investments where you can't get your money back for a certain period of time tend to be because you're moving into non-liquid assets, like maybe property where it's going to take a while to buy or sell, or maybe you have to have a vesting period on a company you're investing in until after they go public for a certain amount of time. But in very liquid industries like in crypto, where you're buying and selling money every day, you're buying and selling currencies every day, there shouldn't be this period of time because you're dealing in currency. You have plenty of currency on hand if you were doing this entire operation legitimately. I will say this, if the magical dream bot that no one has seen does exist, I guess it does make sense for them to want to lock your capital up for longer periods of time, but why not just offer people less return on their money so that they can stay liquid and feel safer about it? Having to lock your money up somewhere for that long of a period of time, I think is likely to dissuade investors. So maybe, just maybe, if this magical trade bot does exist, this could make some sense. In an effort to stay equal and unbiased, we're going to show a video from the BitConnect YouTube channel so we can understand what they're trying to say BitConnect's all about.
BitConnect is here to help you with the cryptocurrency revolution.
I know this is a running meme on the H3H3 YouTube channel, but this video really does make you want to dance, It's just upbeat, uplifting. BitConnect's here, guys.
Our open source system is designed to make the process of trading, staking, mining, and investing Bitcoin much easier. Not only by providing a self-regulated financial system that is transparent to all users everywhere, but educating its community, allowing you the possibility of the stable income and financial freedom you have always wanted.
Fuck, they almost got me. The amount of great bits to break down this video almost deserves its own video entirely, but we got a lot to cover today. Just want to talk about a few points.
Our open source system is designed to make the process of trading, staking, mining, and investing Bitcoin much easier.
That's pretty simple. BitConnect's just here to make mining, staking, trading, and investing easier. Think of BitConnect like the Jared Kushner of the crypto world. There's a lot of great stuff about this sentence, starting with just the range of topics here. I mean, mining and staking, which is kind of a conundrum in and of itself because, mining is proof of work, staking is proof of stake. So unless you're Decred, I don't really see how that's going to make sense here. Also, trading and investing Bitcoin. Well, why is Bitcoin hard to invest in exactly? Why is Bitcoin hard to trade? Realistically, that could only mean that you could make the speed lower, or the speed faster rather, and the transaction cost lower, but it doesn't do that. In fact, Bitcoin has nothing to do with BitConnect other than the fact that you have to buy BitConnect with Bitcoin. I wonder why. Most projects in cryptocurrency are trying to achieve big things, but usually in a more limited scope. They're trying to go after a specific segment of the market and do it better. When someone says, hey, we're doing everything and it's all better, that should be a red flag for what they're trying to accomplish.
Allowing you the possibility of the stable income and financial freedom you have always wanted.
Exactly. Everybody knows the first thing that you think about when you think of cryptocurrency is stability. Rock solid returns. Never gonna lose too much, but also gonna gain a lot, and there's never any swings. I mean, when was the last day the market even lost money? Wait, it's actually down today. This is a common tactic in these schemes, is to make you envision yourself with a lot of money, having the freedom you want, having the success you want. And look, guys, everyone wants that. Everyone wants to, do well for themselves and have the life that they dream of. But the reality is that no one can promise you that. Investments have risk inherently. If they're just absolutely no risk, then they're low return. There are some things you can invest in that are, pretty much no risk, but they're going to have much lower returns. Think about real estate over 20 or 40 years. I mean, the property values are going to go up. There could be corrections. We saw one in 2008, 2009, but over time, your property will increase in value. The thing is it's not going to increase dramatically each year on average. So there are low risk investments, but in general, they're much less return.
BitConnect is a decentralized cryptocurrency created by the people for the people. It's a way for users to stay independent of government and private-run banking institutions.
BitConnect was created by the people for the people. Well, then who runs the trading bot? Because no one knows anything about it or where it is or what it does, yet somehow it's by the people. That sentence makes no sense at all. Let's move on and go back to that Investopedia article that we brought up earlier and go to where it says Ponzi scheme red flags. Let's just run through the list here. 1. A guaranteed promise of high returns with little risk. 2. Consistent flow of returns regardless of market conditions. 3. Investments that have not been registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. 4. Investment strategies that are a secret or described as too complex. 5. Clients not allowed to view official paperwork for their investment. And 6, clients facing difficulties removing their money. I mean, my God, if that's not the checklist, what is? I really wish this was it, guys. I really wish that we could end it here in the segment talking about what's going on with BitConnect. But the next move that they're doing, it's just frankly unbelievable. But BitConnect is announcing a new currency called BitConnect X, and they're going to be having an ICO in 8 days. Now, BitConnect X is going to be some kind of new currency that BitConnect is spinning off of and trying to do separately here. And they're trying to capitalize on how much money has been pumping into the ICO space. You know, we've seen a lot of big ICOs lately. We've seen just recently BitClave as one I invested in, as well as Wax. And there are other ones I haven't invested in that have gone pretty big as well, like Verge or Rayblocks, or, you know, there's a good variety of ICOs out there in the streets. But now they're trying to do an ICO. We're back. We're better than ever. What we do is still ambiguous, but we're doing it better because this time we've got the letter X. X gon' give it to you. Let's head over to the BitConnect official BitConnect X site, which is going to be launching in 8 days, and let's see what it's all about. Okay, BitConnect X. Be a part of the cryptocurrency movement. ICO in 8 days. We accept BitConnect, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. Okay, those are all pretty legitimate currencies. Probably ranked in the order of how legit they are. All right, we got a lot to get into here. Home, about, feature, download, mining, roadmap. Let's start off with roadmap. I want to see where they're going. Wait. This doesn't... Wait. None of this works! These aren't buttons! They aren't buttons. Look at that X, though. God, it's so slick. Wait, there's 2 different X's. Which X? Guys, you're marketing. You got to pick an X. We've deduced that BitConnect is likely a Ponzi. But no Ponzi would work without having some prominent ringleaders. Now, you're probably standing there thinking, Doug, there's no way anyone with even an ounce of moral integrity could stand there and shill this garbage to make affiliate bonuses off their viewers. Well, you're right. Our first BitConnect YouTube ringleader is CryptoNick. Now, Nick has one of the fastest growing channels in the cryptocurrency space here on YouTube. And what he does is generally talk about a lot of the markets and coins that are kind of hot or coming up and that kind of thing. However, he generally works BitConnect advertising into a lot of his videos. Now, you guys might remember the reverse funnel / pyramid, whatever you want to call it, system earlier, where you get more affiliate bonus as you reach more people. Well, Nick is taking full advantage of that. CryptoNick videos have a very familiar pattern. He starts off with talking about some of the stuff happening, some coins that went up or down, some nice consolidation or other in some coin or whatnot, and then he moves on to showing you his BitConnect account, where he usually takes out a loan to lock in some profit and talk about all the great things about what he's doing right now. CryptoNick videos are very, very repetitive. They almost always open with talking about the the few coins that were moving around a lot recently, where they might go. And then he jumps into a BitConnect guide where he basically takes a loan out on BitConnect, shows what his balance is, show how much he's been making, show what the returns have been like, talk about what a great investment that it is. And then he moves into promoting either hash flare, which is another thing that I think seems kind of questionable, but haven't researched fully yet. And then kind of closes it out with talking about, a giveaway that he does where he gives people money if they like the video and leave an address in the comments. And pretty much every video is like this. Now, what he's trying to do is build up credibility by talking about some of the stuff actually going on, and then parlay that credibility into maximizing how much money he makes through affiliate bonuses. Now, he actually usually shows his balance when he talks about these BitConnect things. And in one of his recent videos, he shows that he has made $760,000 of affiliate bonus on the BitConnect platform. So take a step back and think about it. Why do you think that CryptoNick is trying to get you onto BitConnect? Probably because the platform is great and it's really the future of currency. Or is it because CryptoNick is making hundreds of thousands of dollars off getting random new people into crypto into this Ponzi coin? He'll also do stuff like show you the returns and then talk about how if you invested more money, you're actually getting some better returns like this one in that same video.
If you do have a $10,000 loan or a $5,000 or even a $1,000 loan, you get that extra interest daily. So
he'll also show how many people that he's referred now have referrals as a way to getting you to sign up. Like here where he shows how he has 9,200 referrals, and then yet all these people below him, they have 200 or 87 or 100 or 40. This is all how pyramid schemes work. You get tons of people under you and then they get people under you. Nick is basically saying, look at this great investment. You can make money by getting people in under you and then they can make money, and everyone, you just keep getting people in, guys. It's just a great platform. It's just awesome. It's just so great. It's just a great investment. Nick does this over and over again, trying to get people under him. Now, you might be a little confused, like, Doug, what's wrong with promoting something you're investing in or promoting a product that you're selling? Those things are totally fine. It's even fine to be an affiliate. But once you're promoting something where people make money by investing that also makes you money, and the source of that money is new people, it is now a pyramid scheme. It's clear as day. It actually is kind of shocking to me that so many people have fallen for this.
Phil has recruited me and another guy. Now we are getting 3 people each. The more people that get involved, the more people who are investing, the more money we're all gonna make. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not even a scheme per se. I have to go make a call.
Let's look at some of these videos on the CryptoNick channel. Wow, did the BitConnect X ICO just save BitConnect from? How BitConnect has made me $850,000. Is this the end of BitConnect as we know it? I'll save you some time. The answer is no.
saw 100% day, things are back in business, and the coin continues to keep climbing.
Is the Bitcoin 2017 bull run over? In parentheses, how I've made over $700K in profit on BitConnect in 6 months. Will I continue to promote and invest in BitConnect? Well, I'm gonna say yes because you did 5 more videos on it. Let's talk about BitConnect. My honest, truthful opinion. Let me ask you this, guys. If BitConnect was legit, why would he have to say, let's talk about it and what my honest and truthful opinion is? And you guys might be surprised at what that opinion actually was.
Don't think that you have to invest into BitConnect in order to make crazy returns. Like I said, put money in that you can afford to lose. Cryptocurrency is truly amazing, and don't let a program going down dictate whether, if you should be in this space or not. You can make plenty of money from trading the swings on cryptocurrency, just simply holding. Okay, you can make a ton of money from that. You don't need to make these crazy returns, and don't think you're gonna make $600,000 in affiliate bonus from BitConnect.
I enjoy this clip from Nick because he, for a brief moment, says, you don't have to invest in BitConnect a little bit earlier. He then says you can hold or trade, you can make money from all this stuff, which is certainly true. And then ends it on the note of, oh yeah, I made $600,000 from BitConnect, but you're not going to make that. What's that supposed to tell people? You're saying, hey, yeah, you can do all this stuff, but I made $600,000 from being an affiliate for BitConnect. You're basically promoting it even while you're not promoting it.
The reason why I make these videos on BitConnect, I really never thought it would get this big.
Interesting sentence there. The reason I make these videos on BitConnect, I never thought it would get this big. What does that have to do with why you're making them? Unless you're worried that you're making these BitConnect videos and now all of a sudden there are a lot of people watching. Well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with how big BitConnect's getting?
I want you guys to build many different passive income sources. You know, I have tons of money invested in Genesis Mining, Hashflare, Hashing24, and of course BitConnect.
Are you sure you're interested in your viewers building passive income streams or your own passive income stream from affiliate marketing? But you know what? Let's just put this to the side and talk about CryptoNick for a sec. You know what? This guy is 17 years old, and of the bigger channels, I guess, have the most compassion for Nick because he doesn't realize what he's doing. He doesn't realize that, you know, these things are truly Ponzi. Now, maybe he does, and maybe I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here, but I just think when someone's that young and they're already making that much money, he's a self-proclaimed millionaire for whatever that's worth, who knows? But when you're this young and you're making this much money, it's really something where I think people get a little bit short-sighted. They're just trying to accomplish goals. They're thinking about like how big, you know, they can be in the world, and they're trying to do something. And he might not either see the writing on the wall, or maybe he does see the writing on the wall and he's just trying to make as much money off it as possible. It's really kind of hard to say. Another thing that Nick does to try and help his case when he makes a video is that he gives away money every single day to people that are asking for money. Now, you might see on a lot of crypto videos, people posting needless addresses all over the place. And a lot of it is because on the bigger channels, as kind of like a reward for watching the video, these YouTube creators will give away $100 or $50 or whatever to a random address. Now, this actually has a few things. What Nick does is he says, if you add him to notifications, so whenever he puts a video up, you get notified. If you like the video, I think, if you subscribe to the channel, and then if you leave a comment with your address, some mixture of those things, then he will give one of those winners each video, or one of those comments each video, $100. And kind of what that does is it makes it so that he has a lot of his fans come in and upvote the video and put a lot of comments and upvote each other's comments, and makes it so that when he does promote BitConnect to the people that actually know what's going on about it and try and warn people, they really don't get a chance to even state their case. Also, he's banned certain words from the comment section like scam or Ponzi. So if you go to a Nick video, you're not going to find people talking about these things about BitConnect, and it's not because they don't exist. To test this theory, I went to Nick's oldest video, which only has 10 comments, and I posted, "Why are you promoting Ponzi scheme scams like BitConnect?" And guess what? That comment never shows up because you're not allowed to post a comment on Nick's video that says one of those words. At best, Nick is a very misguided underage YouTuber, and at worst, he's actively participating in what is very likely to be a Ponzi scheme with the people that have founded it. Let's move on to our number 2 guy, Trevon James. Trevon James is another big cryptocurrency channel and is a lot more aggro when it comes to BitConnect shilling. The classic Trevon James video thumbnail is picture of him looking surprised and then clickbaity title underneath. Trevon's titles include, why is the BitConnect interest so low? Get BitConnect referrals easy. Day 245 of BitConnect, 2.3 million in 2018. First ever BitConnect capital release. BitConnect 2018 roadmap released. $100,000 BitConnect newbie giveaway. Why is the BitConnect price falling? BitConnect epic party. One of the stories Trevon is most known for is when he got 111 Bitcoin hacked. That's right, he said just a few months ago that he got 111 Bitcoins stolen, and then he made a video like kind of upbeat about it, like a little sad at some points, but also like, you know, talking about what happened, like, oh yeah, you know, I'm stolen, oh. And then just like went on living his life despite that being actually over $1 million. I'm finding that a little bit hard to believe. Also, if you're going to be a personality on YouTube talking about crypto, you should have your coins on some kind of Trezor or Ledger Nano or something where it's not just like someone can call in and get your phone number and get the coin stolen, which is what he basically claimed happened.
And if I really did get hacked for 111 Bitcoin, why am I still alive? Why hasn't this guy killed himself? All right, so on November 21st, I was live streaming on Instagram. I was live streaming on Instagram and someone said, hey, what's up with your YouTube name? I ignored it. I'm like, what do you mean what's up with my YouTube name? My name is Trevon James. Then another person said, hey, your YouTube name says some squiggly letters. So I went and checked it out and it said blah, 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 some random letters, right? So I'm like, somebody has my YouTube. So I went to try and get my YouTube, and then I remembered this is where the lessons get learned, guys, about security with your Bitcoin. I remembered that my YouTube email is linked to where I keep all of my private keys.
Wait. You kept $1.3 million in your email address? In your email address! I mean, what was he thinking? Who would keep $1.3 million in their email? I don't think anyone would ever do. Oh, it's not real.
So I logged into my Exodus, saw it was still there, and if we scroll, it might not show up because I hadn't resynced it. No, it won't show.
That makes sense. If you actually lost that much money, you should report it to the authorities, call up Verizon and try and get as much information as possible, start tracking every single Bitcoin down to the last decimal possible to see where they end up, see if possibly any of the exchanges might try and work with you. I mean, do anything you possibly can. I wouldn't just make a YouTube video the next day like, all right, I guess we're going to get some views off of this loss and just carry on with our life. I mean, dude, this is $1.3 million. This is why I'm just not buying it. Maybe the best moment of this video, though, is 30 seconds in when a YouTube commenter asks Trevon what he thinks about Charlie Lee, the founder of Litecoin, and Vitalik, the founder of Ethereum, why they don't like BitConnect and think it's a scam. He actually laid down some pretty interesting information that might change your stance on BitConnect.
Okay, so basically my opinion on this whole Charlie Lee and Vitalik thing, I think they're mad. I think they're just mad, man. At the Blockchain Expo that I just left this past week, the Blockchain Expo was very small, surrounded by IOTA, AI, but there was this small area for blockchain. And BitConnect had the biggest booth, had the most people around it, had the most people interested looking at pamphlets, and I think that those guys are mad that BitConnect is taking capital share out of their pockets. So you can't call something that's blockchain a Ponzi and you have a blockchain yourself. Like, come on, guys. They're just mad, man. That's the truth, man. They're mad, all right?
Oh, yes. Two of the founders of the biggest cryptocurrencies in the world are just mad that people have been making money on BitConnect. Probably should have mentioned this earlier in the video, but most of the leading innovators in the world of crypto do think that BitConnect is a Ponzi scheme. Charlie Lee tweeted out, "I've been asked what I think about BitConnect. From the surface, seems like a classic Ponzi scheme. I wouldn't invest in it and wouldn't recommend anyone else to. I follow this rule of thumb. If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, then it's a Ponzi." Vitalik Buterin also tweeted, "Yeah, if 1% a day is what they offer, then that's a Ponzi." Spoken like the man who created smart contracts. Back to Trevon James, one of his most popular videos is called BitConnect Full Tutorial. What I found in this video was actually pretty surprising. In it, he talks about how BitConnect very likely is a Ponzi scheme and that your money is not safe there at all, and you should generally try and avoid multi-level marketing schemes. I'm just fucking with you.
BitConnect is basically a blockchain, just like Bitcoin, but its sole purpose is to help users create more Bitcoin. You're promoting your link, and someone comes along with $10,000 that they want to invest in the BitConnect. You would get $700 just for that person seeing the greatness of BitConnect. The more swings Bitcoin has, the more interest we get paid out every day. So the first thing you need to do is sign up. Use the link in the description. Sign up. Keep in mind, a lot of people are trying to get into this, so it might take me a few hours to get back to you.
So the video is almost exactly what you would expect. Lots of talking about how BitConnect is going to make you money, you're going to get your money back, all this great stuff about it. But one thing I found really interesting about this video is that the showing the ratio of likes to dislikes on the video is removed. Now, whenever someone does this, it's not a good sign. In fact, when you see this, you should think to yourself, this audio track.
Red alert.
We're under attack. If you've made it this far in the video, I have to ask you to do something to try and help the people out. If you see someone promoting this garbage, hit that downvote button. Then they're going to have two options. One, the video has a ton of downvotes and people can be safe knowing that something is a scam, or they can be warned from spending their money. Or two, take down the like to dislike ratio, and then you're gonna know there's a problem. If someone takes it down, it means it's bad. Trevon James often hangs out with someone named Craig Grant. Now, Craig Grant might be the worst culprit of them all, and let's talk about it. If you watch crypto videos on YouTube and you do not have ad block on, you have probably seen this guy today. Craig Grant is a bit of a different animal than these other guys, and he's got a track record. I found a YouTube video from Brian Phobos, links in the description below, by the way, if you want to check his channel out, explaining exactly what happened with Craig Grant.
If you look into this, I did a video about Craig Grant and Juliana, who obviously Trayvon's always hanging out with them, and he's underneath them in BitConnect. And they were involved in this catfish scam with these Nigerian scammers. And this story is so crazy that if you put it in a movie, people be like, oh, this is stupid. You know, this story's too ridiculous to be believable. And, you know, Juliana, she was on 2020, but basically Craig was taking these pictures of her and sending them over to these Nigerian scammers. And then they were pretending to be Juliana on Match.com and these different sites. And then, you know, to basically extort money out of lonely guys who thought they were talking to a hot chick. And then Craig is here multiple times on Facebook bragging about the money he gets from the Nigerian scammers. Nigerian scammers do all the work, and I get a ball of magic money rolling using the pictures I took of Juliana over the past 10 years. You know, it's just, the guy admits to it. There's all this track history of all this evidence of this. So if you guys want to check that out, you know, look at that. But that's who you're dealing with. You're dealing with these scammy, sketchy liars who are deceptive. They know that BitConnect's a scam. They know it's a Ponzi scheme.
Here we have someone with a track record of illegal activity moving into BitConnect and supposedly being behind some of the major people that are actually giving all this money away in their giveaways on these different crypto channels.
That you've set yourself ahead. Now you're trying to back away from it to save your reputation. Guys like CryptoNick, it becomes a compelling story. 17 years old, teenage Bitcoin millionaire. But the thing is, he never put any money into it. Craig Grant actually paid, supposedly, for CryptoNick to be in it and to promote it with his link over here. So it's just, he's been set so far ahead now financially, and then, you know, it really is crazy. But the one thing I will give these guys, he has good branding. I like this logo. And, you know, he's hustling. He's putting up videos.
Logo?
This is hard to do. It's hard to put up these videos.
You like that logo? Craig Grant is also paying for these ad spots. Craig Grant is paying Google to promote a Ponzi scheme on their platform. And I can't even seem to get poker ads for my poker channel. Wait, you have another channel here on YouTube that I could go watch videos about? Yeah, man, do you like poker? Poker videos are up on my other channel, Doug Polk Poker. That's awesome. Where can I subscribe to that channel? The link is in the description below. I'll see you over there. This video is already long enough, and I've got one more great bit for you that I think you're going to enjoy. But I just want to say, be careful in the crypto space, because while I believe in crypto, and I think that people that think it's all going to fail because, it's just going to fail, those people are blind. The same people that think every cryptocurrency is legit because it is one are blind as well. There are many people out there trying to use you for their own personal gain. And maybe they don't exactly know they're doing it, or maybe they do. But the point is, it's your money that's at stake. I can't tell you it's 100% that BitConnect's a scam, but I can tell you it's extremely likely. And why risk your money if that's the situation? So stay safe and make sure to do your part to get the word out about what's happening here. You know, a big problem is that people aren't being vocal about the problems with BitConnect. Instead, it's only the people that actually have an audience here on YouTube that are getting heard, and that's exactly the problem. If you see a video where someone is promoting BitConnect and using that to try and make money, downvote that video, leave a comment, and try and fight the good fight. I think that together we can warn a lot of people and stop this from happening to innocent victims that can still get involved in this, especially with their upcoming ICO. That's enough from me. Let's hear what Carlos has to say about the issue.
BitConnect!
I'm Trevon James. Oh, hi, Trevon James.
What am I gonna do?
Sounds like a get-rich-quick scheme. Yes, thank you. You will get rich quick. We all will.
The reason why I make these videos on BitConnect, I really never thought it would get this big.
They're just mad, man. That's the truth, man. They're mad, all right?
So guys, let me tell you, BitConnect! Yes! Thank you! Oh, hey, that's real! So guys, let me tell you.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and join the team. I'll see you guys again soon.